Hi everyone. So I saw Jagga Jasoos and I've seen it twice already. I loved the film so much. I think the film is a massive experiment which for me worked its magic in its all beautiful glorious form. But that's not happening with everyone. I can very well see that. Because after watching the film, when I was walking out of the cinema hall, people in front of me, they were so upset after watching the film. They said, ये इतनी खराब फिल्म है कि अगर इस फिल्म का पोस्टर लाइफ में कभी भी मिले उसे फाड़ देना चाहिए. That made me think that what was it that actually worked wonders for me and what was it that didn't work at all for them. So I thought I should try to figure out and understand why this film is not working for some and why it's working for some. One, it is an utterly innocent film which you can watch with an innocent heart and innocent mind. There's no complexity as such, and it's pretty straightforward. It's a very simple story. It's a very simple film which has been richly worked upon. The sources of this film, as I could identify, ranged from Tintin to Faluda to Satyajit Ray's so many other works to James Bond 007, Singing Detective, and God knows what. There were some scenes which even reminded me of Alfred Hitchcock's North by Northwest and Martin Scorsese's Hugo. The film is a big tribute to cinema. The film is a spectacular visual treat. The frames, the colors, the textures, the light, everything comes together in such a beautiful way that each frame is like a perfect painting. It's a complete visual delight. In Jagga Jasoos, Anurag Basu has created this unrealistic world where no logic prevails. And he's done this with such great detail that the world actually comes to life. It's done so beautifully that you are magically transported to this unrealistic world where you can leave all your worries behind, just sit back and relax. The film is very sophisticated, refined, and artistic in its presentation. There are so many philosophical and psychological ideas that have been explored. The Buddhist red circle is one of them. Even the Freudian idea of a guy finding a girl attractive who looks like his mother, or a girl finding a guy attractive who looks like her father, has been twisted around and shown in this film. But you really need to have an understanding of those ideas in order to locate those in this film. The film has a genuine intention of talking about love and not romance in its story, and which for me was a huge relief to see in a Bollywood Hindi film. Jagga Jasoos is a comic book which comes to life on the screen in a very fun way. And it's not like one of those Kill Bill or Tarantino films which are so graphic in their presentation that you really find it tiring to watch them. Now, why this film may not work for some people, why some people might hate this film. Now, as they clearly state in the beginning of the film, that the right side of your mind is the creative side and the left side of your mind is the analytical and scientific side. Now, I think what has happened is over the last 50 or 70 years, we have been trained so hard to follow mathematics and science that we have lost touch with art. And now, if someone comes and shows us something so artistic, it's difficult to comprehend. And that's why this film may fall flat for some people. It's a musical. And in a musical, people don't talk, they sing. And when someone is singing, they're not just speaking a dialogue, they're giving it a musical tone. In order to understand what they are saying, you have to comprehend the words that they are saying, and you also have to understand the music that's going on. So your mind has to work like double to comprehend what's going on. It really asks for some focus and concentration. People don't come to a cinema hall to concentrate and focus. They want to sit back, relax, and have fun. And that's, I think, a reason why this film may not work for everyone. The film is long. It's 2 hours and 41 minutes. The story is simple and it does not have many surprises. You really have to pay attention and keep your eyes open throughout the film in order to understand all the undertones that the film is trying to push. For example, that whole fun song, Sab Khana Kha Ke Daru Pee Ke Chale Gaye. Now, if you do not notice, Akash written on that cake, which is not shown for more than 2 seconds, you would not really understand the whole philosophical idea about life that that song is trying to push, and hence the whole thing will be a waste. The movie is clearly inspired from a lot of sources like Feluda, Tintin, James Bond, and so on. All of these are primarily books. Now, as sad as it is, we are a society where we do not read. There are so many references throughout the film towards these sources, and someone who has not read any of these books would not get it, and hence it would be a complete waste for that person. There was one particular incident in which Ranbir Kapoor's character is on the verge of tears and he's saying, Jal gaya Feluda, Jal gaya Sherlock. Now, someone who does not know what Feluda is and what are his stories like, he might think that he's talking about Faluda which we eat with ice cream, and why would someone ever get so upset for some Faluda getting burnt? Now, all of this said, I think you should still go and watch the film because we keep complaining always that Bollywood makes trashy films and they never experiment anything and they keep copying films from here and there and there's nothing original about anything they do. Here is one film which you may not completely enjoy or appreciate, but it still is a very genuine effort from a film director who has tried to do something new. And I think this film does deserve some kind of good reception from the viewers. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have seen Jagga Jasoos already, do let me know what you think about that film. And do follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, wherever you are.